What's up, guys, and welcome back to the vlog where you join me with a 2021 Rolls Royce Phantom. This thing is pretty crazy. It is obviously like all Rolls Royces. It has suicide doors. Let me hop in the back seat. You get your little hand rest right here so you can hop in. This has got the lamb's wool carpet. And this is how you are meant to sit in a Rolls Royce, is in the back seat. Now, obviously today I am not sitting in the back seat, but I wanted to start in the back seat because that's where you spend most of your time. So we will go ahead and hop that open. We will go ahead and pop that open. We'll open that, and we will open that. All right, so now you have your little tray table, and you can close the screen if you want to and shut it off. So we're gonna go ahead and go there, we're gonna go here. And I guess you could, I don't know what you want to do on here. All kinds of stuff, mess with the settings and whatnot. Then you hold it down and there it goes. Same thing on the other side. And it's pretty comfy back here. Obviously, I mean, it better be, right? You can turn the volume up and down, and there's your door button. So starry headliner always turned all the way up. Suicide door. You got another handle right here to pull the door closed if you don't want to use the motor. Oh, also, like all Rolls Royces, you have the umbrella, which is usually color matched, but this car's silver, so it's just a black umbrella with silver accents. People stopping and staring per usual. Go ahead and click the button to close the door. So in the front seat, I have my massage going. It's very nice in here. The little massage button right here, which is turned all the way up, and the menu will come up on that screen right there. This thing has a twin turbo V12, of course, but let's go ahead and hit this thing with a montage and check this thing out. The starry roof liner makes for some good lighting in here, even at night. Obviously it's not night right now, it is daytime, but I'm under this bridge, it's pretty dark in here, and that gives a nice glow, which is nice. I guess I'm wearing a hat, so that kind of kills the whole thing. This thing sounds good, but you can barely hear it, which of course you would expect. This thing is insanely smooth, like crazy so, like it's nuts. The front tires are completely bald, like gone. So the front tires are kind of loud and you could still barely hear them. Like I'll show you in a second. The brakes, the power is insane, how smooth it is, how quiet it is, how effortless it is. It's just like freaking, it's like I don't even know how to explain it. It's just like a constant, like you don't feel the shifts, you don't feel like the turbos come on, and you could kill me for this if you want to in the comments. It is almost like an electric car in the way of it just is effortless. You just push the power and you're going. Push the gas a little bit more and you're going faster. It's pretty wild. I am surprised that of all the cars I drive, Bentleys, Aston Martins, I guess I'm not surprised. Rolls Royce just doesn't do it for me. It's not sporty. So maybe this will make the channel, maybe it won't. For me, you know, Rolls Royce is not my favorite. I like driving them. They have a crazy presence. So this is a pretty bumpy, rough road. And as you can tell by the way I'm not bouncing around, it is crazy smooth. Also, the materials in here, I mean, this is all stuff you probably already know and come to expect, but I'm just giving you my observations as I'm driving this thing around, because this is only my second time driving one of these. I've driven a couple Cullinans, a Ghost. The crazy part is about this car is you could still get this exact car as a 2025, which is crazy that you could get this old technology in a 2025. I don't even know if this thing has Apple CarPlay. It's just an old BMW system, which BMW's had since like 2011, I think, is when this iDrive system came out, which obviously this is set up, has the Rolls Royce skin on it or whatever you want to call it. It looks different, right? But it's still a BMW iDrive system. And the Ghost Series 2, I love cars, and I cannot keep up with all the cars that are coming out right now, especially all the little details. All of the Rolls Royce cars in 2025, Spectre, Ghost, and Cullinan, all have the newer technology, except for the Phantom. Oh wow, look at this house. right there. That's a cool house. Wow, it's getting hot in here. What else I really don't like about Rolls Royces is these dumb little heat and cooling, like the AC dials. It doesn't pop up on the screen and tell you what temperature it's set to. There's no like automatic mode, which is crazy. There's soft, medium, high. I mean, there's fan controls. There's no automatic mode. I want to just set it to 70 or 68 or whatever and click auto, and that's it. This is dumb. I have to sit here, and not only does it not have an automatic mode, it doesn't have a sync mode either. So when I change the left one, I gotta change the right one because my OCD won't allow me to just leave them. So it's getting real hot in here, and I'm just slowly turning the dial to the cool side until it starts feeling okay, which is just bananas to me. They probably think it's classy, you know, whatever. I don't know what they're thinking. I'd love to know. The interior is amazing. I love this interior. I love the thin steering wheel. Every car now has like giant chunky steering wheels. This thing also has rear wheel steering, which is nice because this giant tank is hard to get around, but with the rear wheel steering, it makes it feel a lot smaller. Like a turning circle is crazy small. Turning around corners and stuff, it turns very sharply, and the back end obviously comes with you, so you don't feel like because the car's so long you're gonna clip, you know, that back wheel or whatever on anything, because the back end comes with you. I love this like floating dash look with the glass over top. The screen is inside the glass. All the stuff, the clock, the Phantom logo is inside the glass. This digital gauge cluster is digital while also being very classy and nice, easy to read, not over the top. I love these organ style pulls for the AC. Love that the AC vents are actual metal, one solid piece of metal. So cool. And they feel insanely expensive when you move them around. Like they're so dampened and all that. I'm a sucker for details. That is one thing that I do not like about Bentley, is you get in a Bentley and it's super nice, it looks super nice, and then all the buttons are made out of plastic and it's like cheap feeling. There's a freaking gold wrapped Tesla in front of me, which is hilarious because I saw it yesterday about 20 minutes from here. The wrap is done so poorly, and the license plate says Nikola. I don't understand what's with Tesla owners and having to have dumb license plates. You're doing too much. Crazy how fast this giant tank is. I'm gonna put up at the bottom right here how much this thing weighs, because I guarantee you it is over 5,500 pounds. I bet you it's like 6,000 pounds. Like all Rolls Royce, it doesn't have an RPM gauge. It has a power reserve gauge. So right now I've got 100% of my power reserve. And when I was punching it just back then, it said I had 50%. So I was only using 50% of its power. It's kind of like the opposite of a Bugatti gauge. Bugatti tells you how much horsepower you're using on the little gauge, right? This tells you how much power you have left, except not in horsepower, in percentage. Massage seats are going. These seats are extremely comfortable, which of course you would guess on a Rolls Royce that costs $600,000 brand new. Now obviously looking at these seats, they're huge, right? Look how thick that seat is. So it's very comfortable, has massaging and cooling and heating, of course. And obviously has the screens in the back. So that's probably why it's as thick as it is, because it has the big old screen tucked up in the back. This thing has lane keep assist and all that. So it doesn't actually have lane keep assist. It's just crazy. I'm going 90 right now. I just realized that. I'm going way too fast. I look down, I'm going 88. I'm like, holy crap, it does not feel like I'm going 88. You expect for a $600,000 car for you to get in it and it to have as much, if not more technology than Mercedes, or I'm going 80 and that guy just flew past me. Crazy. I'm going 78. So you expect to get in this $600,000 Rolls Royce Phantom and just have all the technology in the world, and it doesn't. It has lane keep assist, but it's not lane keep assist. It just vibrates the steering wheel. It doesn't actually push you back in the lane. It does have adaptive cruise control, which I can say is pretty decent. It actually speeds up with the cars in front of you. Like, it is extremely nice in here. Do not get me wrong. I am the wrong crowd for a Rolls Royce. Not only can I not even remotely afford it, not even remotely, I can't even afford a sixth of this car. I love all the coach control stuff, like the doors that close themselves. I love the Starry headliner, that's amazing. One thing I can't get over is how quiet and smooth this thing is. Now, I'm just loud in general, because I'm sitting here like screaming basically at you guys on the camera. but like I'm hitting these crazy bumps. And it's just so smooth. Again, all the things that you, as a viewer, would expect. Very quiet, very smooth. It's insane. So just let me show you these tires really fast. Look at that. They're bald. Sure, they're pretty loud, right? But you can't hear it in this thing. Yeah, this thing looks pretty cool. This is a good spot. I think I'm gonna go to one more spot. There's a road with some cobblestones on it. Batman building. This thing, this silhouette. Well, let's just do a montage and I'll show you. So this is what I was talking about earlier. This piece of glass goes all the way across and everything's underneath it. So you got the Phantom logo, the clock, the screen, and the gauge cluster. I think the cobblestones work really well for this car. You got this old brick, cobblestone, red brick. I'll edit that out in the photos. But yeah, check this thing out. This thing's crazy how big this thing is. It's huge. I mean, look how tall it is on me. I know it's hard to tell on video, but like, it's to my chin. You know, another feature I didn't talk about actually is obviously the doors close themselves. When you push the button and you're inside, right? You hold the button, don't push the button, you have to hold it. But one thing I did not talk about, which most people don't realize, is that if you actually push that button, it'll close itself from the outside too. Now this isn't like the Spectre will not open itself. The Spectre, if you pull on the handle and hold the handle, it'll pull itself open until you let go. Same thing with the inside with the Spectre. If you pull the handle and hold on it like that, it'll slowly open itself up. But my time with this car is unfortunately coming to an end. I have a 30-minute drive back and that'll be it. What is this dum-dum doing? In the middle of the freaking road. We're about to get on the highway, so. Woo! And I hit that bump right there and the whole thing just went round.